Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. I certainly do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Long Live Beerworks. These guys are in Rhode Island. This is their Neon Nightmare. And Beer Ab's calling it a wild ale. This was sent to me by my beer brother Greg, and he writes on this, Neon Nightmare from Long Live, high ABV for a sour ale, a double sour if you will. He says he doesn't think that style exists, and I don't think it does either. It's like a triple IPA. That style doesn't exist either. He said he bought it at the brewery. So you know it's probably fresh. There is no date on the can. To me, guys, y'all know how I feel about that. I don't care if it does come straight from the breweries. They need to date their stuff. So that would be a reason why, if it was available here, that I probably would not purchase it. But he bought it at the brewery, so he's pretty much assured that it was fresh. So over to Untapped. Untapped has 8%, no IBUs, sour fruited with tangerine, pineapple, raspberry, and vanilla. So we shall see what that's going to bring to the table. It's 8%, so it's into my go-to range for beers I would buy. The date would keep me from, the lack of date would keep me from purchasing it if it was available. But maybe they're only brewery only release, so and they don't distribute. But if they do distribute it and they don't date, that's a no-no in my book. So that's all we need to talk about. The pictures I'm looking at, it looks like the raspberry is taking over the color game on this beer. Big 16-ounce can. Let's see what we got here. I don't buy a lot of sour ales. Still trying to wrap my arms around that style, but I do enjoy them occasionally. Very reddish color coming out of the can. So we can't get it all in there. About a finger and a half of head on that pour. It is kind of cloudy though. Not sure if it's an unfiltered beer or not. It looks like it. May not be though. Or it's light, I can see a little bit through the thin part of the glass down here. Good looking beer. Let's find out. To the nose we go. Oh yeah. Big time raspberries. I am getting vanilla. Not so much pineapple or tangerine on the nose, but it's cold out of the fridge. Seems to me the raspberry and vanilla is standing out more right now. But they may be in the taste, so let's find out. Cheers everybody. Cheers Greg. A little bit of pineapple, slight hint of tangerine, but still the raspberry and vanilla is standing out more prominent. Very pleasant. Alcohol is well hidden. Don't buy a lot of fruity beers, but it's a nice change. And I do drink double IPAs fairly regular. One of my favorite styles. I would not consider it a New England style beer, but still very, very tasty. And it would probably be something that I would purchase here if it was available and it had a date on it, because it's an 8%er, and I really enjoy that ABV beer, whether it's no matter what it is, whether it's a double IPA or a stout or a porter or barley wine. Very pleasant. So let's do the little swirly thing like we always do. Get the back end into the glass. See if it changes any of the appearance or cloudiness or anything. Don't see that it has. And there may be a little bit of sediment in the bottom of the glass. We'll see what we end up with when we come back for the final chug. Very colorful label on it. Definitely a bunch of snakes on there. Very colorful, bright pink with a bunch of different colored snakes on there. But anyway, it's right out of the fridge, guys, so it's time to go do what we do. We're going to sip on it for a little while. It'll come up to room temperature, and we'll come back and do the final chug. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on an hour or so. Very tasty beer. Not having a date would be prohibiting me from buying it if it was available here. But he bought it at the brewery, so you pretty much rest assured it's a fresh beer. It comes straight out the brewery door. It is a little bit on the tart side. It's a wild ale beer, which open fermentation. Very pleasant. It's very pleasant. Nice change up from your typical double IPA. Not super hoppy or anything like that. More fruity than hoppy. And again, I'm not a fruity beer kind of guy, so but it's, like I said, it is 8%, and alcohol is well hidden. It's a well-made beer. It's a nice change up, and I do enjoy those occasionally. So once again, Greg, thanks a bunch for sending it to me. Let's do the final chug on this one. Very smooth beer, guys. It's not super tart or sour. It's just enough tartness to know that you're getting a little bit of raspberries. Very pleasant, very pleasant. Guys, to me, A-, but at the top of the A-. I'm going to give it a 94. It would probably get a little bit better grade than that if it had a date on it. But like I said, he bought it at the brewery, so it's fresh. Beer Advocate has NA. Only 2 people have commented. One of them was my beer brother Greg that sent it to me. And just like yesterday's beer and today's beer, he has commented on this beer, and I gave it a better grade than he did on both of them. So it's an impressive beer. I mean, it is. Over to Untapped. Untapped has a 4.27. That's their borderline between A- and NA. So pretty close to that scale as far as what I gave it and what they're giving it here. So decent beer. It's a well-made beer. So if you've had Neon Nightmare from Long Live Beerworks, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.